the new year's a perfect time to get out there and try things that you've always wanted to try but never had an opportunity to try. Now it is Learn a Snow Sport month.
Yeah,
you might not know. Surprise out there. And I've never gone skiing or snowboarding, so I thought this was the perfect time for me to get out there, get on the slopes, and what I learned was how to snowboard. In honor of Learn a Snow Sport Month, Jane Eschbach, you've been gracious enough to have us here at Holiday Valley. Now, I've never skied or snowboarded, so tell me what you do for beginners.
We're gonna take you right over there to the Creekside Lodge. They'll give you your equipment, they'll get you all relaxed, answer any questions that you might have. They'll take you out on the snow. You'll learn how to turn, how to stop, how to ride the lift, and you're set to go.
Perfect. Well, in hopes of getting you on the slope too, I'm going to show you what it's like start to finish. I'm going to learn to snowboard, and I'm sure you're going to get a few laughs along the way. So why don't we get started?
All right.
All right. If you're just starting out, you're going to need a rundown of what equipment you're going to need. Luckily for me, they managed to find the most patient instructor on the planet to help me figure out how to use my new equipment. Once I was all suited up, it was time to try it out. So I've never snowboarded before. Tell me a little bit about the sport of snowboard.
Okay, so snowboarding is a lot like any sport, basketball, soccer, where you have the real athletic stance. Your knee bend has a lot to do with it. So if you can do other sports, you can do snowboarding too.
All right, so I'm a beginner, as I said 100 times. Now, let's start from the beginning. What's the first thing I need to know?
Okay, so you need to know about the snowboard. So if you could set it down in front of you with the heel back facing you. Okay, pull those up. So when you stand on the snowboard, your heels are on this edge, your toes are on this edge. This is the toe edge, that's the heel edge. First things first, your left foot is strapped in. Right now, that's your lead foot. When you do your turning, that foot is always pointing down the hill. All right, so I'm gonna put my board on, and we're gonna learn how to get around on a snowboard.
Perfect.
Just like on a skateboard, it's called skating.
Excellent. Learning to snowboard was a little more complicated than I thought. First up was the step and slide, basic snowboard navigation. After you learn how to get around on your snowboard, it's time to learn to glide. Slowly but surely, and after a few falls, I was on my way. Once you get going, you're gonna need to know how to stop. And before we could hit the slope, I was taught the falling leap.
Knees bent. Oh! A little turn.
The best way for a beginner to get down the hill. After that, it was time for me to hit the slopes. I'm a pro, John. This is fun. What a better way to end my first snowboarding lesson than by a fire with some hot chocolate. So Carolyn, I have to ask, how did I do?
You did wonderful. For your first lesson, you did everything. You got the steps, you made it down the hill, and fast at that.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your patience.
Thank you.
And hopefully seeing me fumble through my first ever snowboarding lesson will give you the courage to get out there and try it for yourself.
You can do it.